So here's your turn now. Do you currently buy your water for any reason? Only when I'm out at events, work, traveling, or restaurants? Yes, for all home use and even when I'm out. Never ever. I don't drink unknown sources of water. Occasionally, only when I'm absolutely have to. Or are you kidding? Why would I pay when I can drink tap water for free? Well, let's look at some of the costs. What do you estimate your personal cost of water consumption is per year? Well, one bottle of water per day at a minimum of $1 per purchase would be $360 a year. 2 5-gallon water jugs per week at approximately $8 per jug is $750. A combination of A and B would be over $1,000, and under $100 was I invested in a pH water filtration system and now only pay for the filters annually. Or the last one would be nil. I drink the free stuff that comes from the water tap. Well, in water that we're from the tap, we're getting chlorination, we're getting fluoride, we're getting radiation, we're getting pharmaceuticals and other contaminants. If contaminants are bad, wouldn't pure water be good then? Pure water that we're buying from the stores is man-made. The healthy natural minerals many times are removed, such as in distilled water. Many of these waters, I've tested them, are highly acidic. They have a large cluster size, so they carry a positive charge, thereby pulling energy from the body. And they're hard to absorb because they're all clustered together. They're not a wetter water. The 7 and 9 stage miracle ionizers that are manufactured and developed through Chanson leaves your water 99.9% contaminant free. And depending on your setting, in a very small clustering of these water molecules, 3 to 5, or in a higher setting in a monomolecular state, giving you clean, healthy, electrically charged, electron-rich ionized water. Alkaline ionizers have been in Asia for over 30 years. Asian cultures tend to be more holistic and proactive in their approach to health. In Japan, 1 out of 5 persons are drinking alkaline water. In Korea, it's 1 in 8. And in the United States, it's approximately 1 in 15,000. If we look at the World Health Organization, or WHO, and their rankings on per capita spending, Japan is number 9, U.S. is number 1. In longevity, Japan is number 1 in longevity. The U.S., of all the industrial countries, is 24. And our health systems, Japan is ranked number 10, and the U.S. is ranked number 37. When we look at alkaline water in its in a crystalline state, we see it in a perfect crystal. This work was done by Dr. Emoto. So when we're looking at structured functional water, we're creating 2 waters through ionization using the Chanson water machine. We're creating a functional structured alkaline water, and we're creating a structured functional acid water too. And measuring the vibrational frequency, so we've talked about the millivolts, which is electrical potential. We're talking about its vibration. Vibrations are measured in hertz. 1 vibration is 1 hertz. Traditional tap water that's coming out of our faucets are running about 127 hertz, which would equate to a water that's 20 to 24 molecules clustered together. So it is not a wetter water. And then if we're measuring the vibrational frequency of the miracle waters, we're looking at a vibrational frequency of approximately 47 hertz, which would put it down into the 4 to 6 molecule clustering. So this water would constitute then something that would be more permeable to the cell membrane, thus a wetter water. So when we're using either of these waters, whether they're our alkaline water or our acidic water, there are functions. We've talked about some of the functions of reversing some serious health challenges by just changing the water, much like with the metaphor, if the fish is sick, you don't treat the fish, you change the water. So in this case, we're going to be using the alkaline structured functional water at a pH of at least 9.5 at negative 250 millivolts at 47 hertz, which constitutes a wetter water. We're going to be drinking that. We drink that on a daily basis. Even the water that we use for cooking purposes in our preparations, we should also use this alkaline water. On the other side of the equation, where we're getting a structured functional water at a pH of as low as a pH of 2 to 3, we still have microclustering of about 4 to 6 at a hertz at 47. But here now we've got a wetter water, but it's an acid water. It doesn't burn. It's not like traditional acid. Acids generally are thought of something that would burn the skin. This type of water will not burn the skin, but it's functional in the sense that when it comes in contact with, let's say, bacteria or yeast, it causes it to transform. It causes it to break down. So the acid water becomes a bacterial side, a fungal side, but there's no chemicals used. And it's been shown to eradicate, strep and staph and E. coli. And in traditional medical terms, to kill it instantly, or to cause its DNA to unravel or to degenerate. In other words, it's not a conducive environment for the bacteria or yeast to be in, so it breaks down. This same effect does not happen if you're, let's say, using this acid structural functional water on your skin. Because of its positive charge, and let's say we're working with a client who has poor circulation to the extremities, whether they be your hands or your feet, if you use the structural functional acid water at a pH of 3, you can soak for a half hour. That will cause the body to flow to its opposite attraction. Water being positive charged, blood being negative charged, and opposites attract. Blood will follow its electrical opposite. So it'll be attracted to the water, causing blood to flow to the extremities. It's a great way to naturally improve circulation. You can take small amounts of the acid water internally to help break down undigested matters. So if you're using the acid pH functional structured water, it will actually break down undigested animal proteins or mucus and clear that out of the body. So you can use that not only as a laxative, but you can also use it as a diuretic to help break down acid crystallization in the digestive or the alkaline buffering system, as well as the circulatory system and the lymphatic system too as well. You would just take small amounts. You wouldn't be drinking 1 liter of acid water. You'd be drinking 1 liter of alkaline water, but prior to doing that, you would be taking like 3 or 4 ounces of the acid water to help in your eliminations and to improve circulation. So you can use this as both internally as well as externally, but it's primarily the acid water is used externally. The medium-low pH use of the structured alkaline functional water is able to tighten or smooth your skin. So here you're looking at at a pH of around 5. It's effective in the treatment and prevention of acne or pimples or rashes, to actually clean the skin of acid residues that are coming out through the pores of the skin. You see, the body will push acid out through the channels of elimination. Well, the largest channel of elimination is the skin. You have 3,500 pores per square inch. Out of these pores, the body removes its own bodily metabolic waste products. These acids, coming from metabolism and diet, can actually cause then the blemishes that we refer to as rashes or pimples or acne. If we use the acid water, we can clean the skin of acid residues and protect the skin as we are alkalizing the internal fluids of the body and helping to build blood that will restore the health to the skin. We can also use it as ability to disinfect and sterilize and help in treatment of minor skin wounds as well. The medium-high pH use, which would be in the 8 to 9 range, we can use it to provide more hydroxyl ions or oxygenation to the tissues. It neutralizes acids, also referred to as free radicals. It increases the energy level of your body because you're contributing electrical potential for the mere fact that the water is an alkaline ionized state that is saturated with electrical energy or electrons. Correcting your body's acid and alkaline balance so that if you have acidic areas of the body, whether they be the stomach or the small intestine, or if it be in other areas of the body, such as in the muscle tissue, you can drink this water, and because it is wetter, it'll help permeate the tissues to neutralize the acids that are causing irritation and inflammation. Because of its monomolecular state, or its in a small clustering, it will also permeate the cell membranes, thus hydrating the cells. And we see this a lot in red blood cell evaluations where we see dehydrated or compressed red blood cells. And when you start drinking the alkaline water, the red blood cells become plump, become more flexible, they become stronger. The alkaline, medium alkaline water helps to reduce many symptoms of aging that come from dehydration and acidic lifestyles and diets, and also acts as a surfactant and a detergent. So you can use the alkaline water to clean your clothes. Or if you have, let's say, some sort of a delicate silk that you want to clean, you can use the alkaline water, soak it in, it will clean and those delicates that you don't want to put in the washer, or you don't want to chemically treat it like such as in dry cleaning. In summary, ionized water from a efficient, well thought out ionization machine manufactured by Chanson that incorporates all the principles of alkalizing and energizing the body, and at the same time, on the other side, using that acid, proton-rich water to help clean the skin or improve circulation. When these technologies are well thought out and used properly with the understanding that the human body is alkaline by design, although it's acidic by function, we can use these waters with the proper direction that will then help in the reversal of some very challenging conditions or symptomologies. We can practice prevention rather than treating disease. We can prevent many of the conditions that we're seeing today.